it is genuinely like painting in a greenhouse. So I tried to get as much done as I could yesterday because it was not so warm as it has been, right? But today I've got to get back in there again today, and it is just... I'm sweating like a pig by the end of it. It's not great.
Nice, that's a nice thing. Lots of people are trying to do a bit of cooking, maybe a bit of baking, if you can get hold of the ingredients, which is quite a big if at the moment. But Tim Fuge managed to, and Tim, tell us what you did.
Well, I got into doing a bit of pasty making since all of our local bakeries are shut down. And we just had a newborn baby who's 2 weeks old yesterday. And I thought, well, why not try to make a pasty the same weight and size as our baby? So bizarre reason.
Why wouldn't you do that?
And how, what's your little boy called?
Joan.
Oh. And how big is he?
Cornish for John.
Oh, that's so nice. And how big is he at the moment?
Well, he's so he was born he was 6'4", and now he's up to 6'10" already. So he's growing well.
Yeah, he is. He's putting the weight on very nicely.
Yeah.
Right. So how much stuff did you need to make a pasty that was the size of John?
Well, I remember.
That's not going to be better. We might as well pack up and go home now.
I'm going to see if I remember how much stuff went into it now. In total, it was 2.84 kilos was his birth weight. So I think 1.4 kilos of that was just a pastry. So a whole lot of flour, lard, and butter, and then we had about 600 grams of beef, about 400 of potato, and then the rest of sweet and onion and a bit of seasoning.
My question, this is the key question for me. Once you've gone down this road, you've got to go whole hog as far as I'm concerned. So once you got it out of the oven, once it cooled, did you then put the pasty in a baby grow and pretend it was a child?
So we've got a little cottage garden, so the boys have been out helping me do the gardening, and if it wasn't for the weather and having like a bit of outdoor space, I mean, we just feel so blessed to have what we have now, and that a lot of people found it a lot harder, but the boys have been great. They've been playing really well, just had a really lovely time. It's just the last few days, it's been a little bit hard. I think they're sort of starting to miss playgroup and like their friends at school, and we've been trying to sort of catch up, sort of FaceTime and whatever, but it's been it's just been a bit hard, I think, for them now. It's starting to feel things are a bit strange now. It's not a novelty that we can't go out like their favourite places or play
is kind of up there in a strange way. But look, stay well, all of you. Thank you so much for talking to us, and you have a lovely Sunday.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. See ya. Bye.
Tim, who's baked Cornish pasty the same size and weight as his son, as you do.
That had all the hallmarks of being terrible, but I actually really rather enjoyed it.
Probably a bit like the pasty.
Yeah, well, that's good enough as well. Right, you're listening to 5 Live. It's 25 minutes late. It's time to get the news. On digital, BBC Sound, smart speaker.
This is BBC Radio 5 Live. The headlines: 84 tons of personal protective equipment is due to arrive in the UK today from Turkey. It includes hundreds of thousands of clinical gowns. NHS providers has warned some hospital trusts could run out of them due to supply issues.
There are fears that far more people may have died from coronavirus-related conditions in care homes across the UK than has officially been recorded. The National Care Forum, which represents not-for-profit care providers, claims it could be more than 4,000, with the amount in 1 week more than double the government estimate for the whole of the previous month.
Children from deprived backgrounds in England are to be lent laptops and tablets by the government to help them learn from home while schools are shut. The scheme will target children in Year 10 who will be taking their GCSEs next year, and pupils who've been in care or have a social worker.
And hundreds of people have taken to the streets of cities in a number of US states to demand an early end to the coronavirus lockdown. There were protests in Texas, Maryland, New Hampshire and Ohio. President Trump says some businesses in Texas and Vermont will reopen tomorrow. Right, let's get a look at the sports news for the day. We haven't talked about sports at all. Betty can tell us all. Hey, wasn't there a 9-dart finish in some guy's kitchen?
There was, yeah, from his kitchen. That's
okay.
You've ruined my bulletin there, Chris.
Sorry.
That's
Was that
halfway
the story?
through.
Only piece of actual sports news that Betty's got to report.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. No, I've got a few other bits and pieces as well. So we'll start with football. That's obviously on hold due to the coronavirus, but Brighton's owner Tony Bloom fears clubs across the country could go out of business. Bloom was asked if he'd want a salary cap introduced after a report last year found that Premier League clubs made £4.8 billion last season and spent almost 60% of that on salaries.
I do think that we will come together, because at the moment a lot of our football clubs will risk not only going to administration but of going bust. I mean, we're all devastated and very run out of existence. We know how key these football clubs are to their community. So it is a big concern going forward that more clubs in this country and in other countries will fold. So I think it does need to be looked at all levels.
There are also fears over the long-term impact on women's football. The World Players Union FIFPro has warned that investment into the women's game may stall. There hasn't been a top-flight league match since the end of February, but despite that, England and Manchester City's Jill Scott said there's still a lot to look forward to.
We have to try and focus on the positives. We know that the Olympics is being moved, and then that could look like an exciting 3 year previous to the women's game. You'd have the Olympics with 4 Euros and then a World Cup as well. So we'll have to see what damage is being done once everything kind of goes back to normal. Everything's up in the air, and until we actually see the damage that's done, then we just need to try and fix everything from there, really.
The International Hockey Federation has told BBC Sport that the Pro League could be cancelled if the majority of the remaining matches are not played by August. It's already been postponed until May. So whilst most sports are on hold, darts fans were treated to a slice of history last night. Ranked number 57 in the world, Luke Woodhouse fired the first PDC home tour 9-darter from his kitchen on his way to topping Group 2 and knocking out world number 3 Gerwyn Price. Players are competing via video link from their homes. And a really lovely story emerged on social media yesterday. 5-year-old Leeds United fan Daniel Orton wrote to Brighton's chief executive Paul Barber asking if he could allow Leeds to buy defender Ben White, who's on loan at Elland Road from Brighton. Daniel said he's counted all his pennies in his piggy bank and he has £15.07, if that helps. Well, Paul Barber wrote back saying, "We've given your kind offer the serious consideration it deserves. I'm afraid we are unable to sell Ben to Leeds United at this time."
This is BBC Radio 5 Live on digital, BBC Sound, smart speaker and online.
Thank you so much for getting in touch. We're talking about how you're coping with kids at home at the moment. School should have been back tomorrow, but of course it won't be for, well, we don't know how long it's going to be. Gary says, "I live with my wife and my 8-year-old stepdaughter are challenging if you are not living with your kids at the moment. Shelley says, morning guys, my daughter is a recovering anorexic and her friend has been admitted for mental health struggles. We live in a village and I allow my adult daughter who's 18 to go out for a walk with her friend who lives in the village for an hour at the end of the day. They keep a social distance at all times and stay in the countryside. This keeps their mental health on a steady level. I've weighed up the pros and cons and this approach seems to be less risk to their overall health than not having contact at all. Thank you so much for that. Do get in touch, 85058 at BBC5 Live. Let's get the weather. Louise Lear.
Good morning. It's not only a quiet day ahead across the UK, but we're actually looking at a quiet week to come as well. High pressure centred to the northeast will keep conditions dry with sunny spells, but for many, as the winds move in a clockwise direction around the high, we can see a cool east or southeasterly wind, making it feel a little chilly at times. For England and Wales this morning, it's a rather cloudy, grey but mild start. That keen easterly wind I mentioned, though, will help to break this cloud up. So by lunchtime, we should start to get some sunshine coming through. The best of the sunshine today is likely to be around central and eastern areas. Temperatures a little higher than Saturday, peaking between 17 and 18 Celsius. Now for Scotland and Northern Ireland, it's going to stay pretty cloudy all day, particularly for western Scotland. Highs here at 13 Celsius. But there should be some sunny breaks across eastern Scotland and temperatures will settle at 16 degrees. Little change as we head towards Monday. A dry day for most of the UK with just a chance for a little more cloud across southwest England and the odd light shower here late in the day. This is Louise Lear, 5 Live Weather.
This is BBC Radio 5 Live, available on the BBC Sounds app. Sunday breakfast.
Good morning, it's 7:42. It's Ellen Oldroyd and Chris Warburton with you. It's 5 Live Breakfast on this Sunday morning. Great to have you with us. Now, children should have been back to school or college tomorrow in many parts of the country. The Easter break well and truly over. We want to spend a bit of time this morning talking about how kids are coping with lockdown, nearly 4 weeks in, and how you're coping as a whole family unit. Leaving aside the stress of homeschooling, what is life like? You know, what is the day-to-day routine like? How are you coping together? Whether it's younger children, whether it's teenagers, are you worried about them? Is it bringing you closer together? All those kind of questions. Are they missing their children? Yeah, what's it like? A rare time to spend this much time together as a family. We want to hear from your house this morning, so you can give us a call. We're going to talk about this in much more detail, hopefully between 9 and 10 o'clock. 08085 909 693 if you want to give us a bell. You can text 85058 or tweet at BBC5Live. Now we can speak to a few people about this. Anna Pemberton is with us. Anna is the head teacher at the Grove Primary School in Wiltshire. Good morning, Anna.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Hi.
Good morning. Nice to talk to you. And Susie Bennison is with us as well. Been at home with her 10-year-old Elliot and Fleur, who's going to be 8 this week. Hello, Susie. Hello, Elliot. Hello, Fleur.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Ellie. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I didn't hear Elliot and Fleur there. Can they say hello?
Hello.
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 Hello. There we are. That's better. That's excellent. I'm going to speak to all of you guys in a minute, but I just want to have a quick word with Anna. I always feel when I speak to head teachers that I should be calling you Mrs. Pemberton.
No, you're okay.
We'll be okay, right. How are you managing things at school at the moment? How many pupils are you dealing with?
It varies day to day. I think a lot of our key workers obviously work shifts, but we have up to 20 a day, and we're also doing preschool meal deliveries to another 15 families, so quite a few.
Okay, and how are your teachers getting on with it?
Oh, they're amazing. I'm in awe of what a great team they are. Spirits are high and they spend a lot of time trying to come up with creative ideas and, just to keep the children happy and settled. It's a really unsettling time for them.
Of course.
They're saying goodbye to their parents who are off to the front line, so it's making sure that they have the best time they can while they're apart.
How much contact are you having with parents who have got children at home? Are you giving them much guidance on what they should be doing with their children and schoolwork?
As much as we can. We're really active on our social media sites, our website. We send out a lot of parent mails, and the staff are phoning the children to speak to the children and the parents on a weekly basis. So, there is a lot of contact. And we man the office so that parents can phone in with any queries or email, and we try and get back to them straight away.
There's so much online resource out there, isn't there? I mean, the options are just endless in a way. But what about those lower income families that may not have such great online access? They may not have the technology as well to get on with it so easily. Is that a concern for you as a head teacher? You know, the kind of disparity in what people have available to them?
Our vulnerable children and our disadvantaged learners, I think the gap is going to widen in this time, and we're doing everything we can to try and stop that. I think even families who are online, some of them are struggling with one computer and 3 children who need to do daily work. For those families who are struggling, we've put together packs so that they can do activities that don't require online service, and we deliver those.
Yeah, okay, that's good to hear. A number of the newspapers are talking on their front pages today about, you know, possible exit strategy and all the rest of it. None of this has been confirmed, I should add, but, you know, they're talking about ministers planning for schools to reopen in 3 weeks' time, getting Britain moving again. You know, have you heard anything at all in terms of the way forward?
I mean, it's fairly similar to you in that there's a lot of chatter on forums that I'm on. I think schools will be the first to reopen. I think we've seen that in Sweden and Denmark. So we kind of know it's coming. I think the concern is how it's managed. It's impossible, and I don't say that very often, but it's impossible for children as young as 4 to social distance, and classrooms are not made for allowing that kind of space. And we also have a number of vulnerable teachers, so that means our class sizes will be even bigger than normal because they won't be returning to work. I'm sure that it will be managed. Well, I'm hopeful that it will be managed properly. But there is a fear about it.
Sure, of course there would be, and that's only natural. There's a tweet from the Department for Education, which I can tell our listeners about. It's basically saying no decision has been made on a timetable for reopening schools. Schools remain closed until further notice, except for children of critical workers and the most vulnerable children, which we know all about. Schools will only reopen, they say, when the scientific advice indicates it is the right time to do so. Let's speak to Susie and to Elliot and Fleur in a little bit more detail. I'm going to do a quick fire round with all of you first, okay? Are you ready for this? It's going to be quick answers, quick questions, short answers. Who is missing school? Yeah, who was that?
Elliot.
Elliot, why are you missing school?
Because I'm not really getting to see any of my friends at the moment.
Yeah, that's tough. Are you talking online to your friends at all? Are you doing any of that?
Yeah.
Okay, and how does that go? Do you enjoy speaking to them online?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you talk about when you're doing that?
We just talk about, like, what we're doing at home and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to carry on with the quick fire round. Okay. Who likes doing schoolwork at home?
Me.
Who was that? Was that you, Fleur?
Yeah.
Right, why do you like doing schoolwork at home?
Because a lot of the time I find school very boring when you're doing work.
Okay. So does that, come on, is Mum making it more interesting then? Or
yes, Mum make it more interesting.
Okay, what kind of things are you doing?
Well, we're usually on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays we're doing all-round schoolwork. So it'll be maths and literacy in the morning, spelling and reading after a break at around 10:15, then in the afternoon we'll have inquiry and art.
Wow, okay, Mum is working you hard. You have got it locked down here, Susie. Right, well, tell us how you're all getting on there then, Susie. It sounds like you've got things pretty organised.
Well, kind of, I gave them a basic kind of outline as kind of what school is based on, what they do at school, and then I haven't said you must do this. I said this is what we could be doing, and they've pretty much taken it upon themselves to kind of actually keep to the timetable. So I've given them a structure, but it's them that's actually made the effort and done the work. So I'm not kind of there to stick with a stick trying to beat them with it if they don't do any work or anything. So, but we are getting on okay. I mean, looking back, we were so busy all the time, kind of rushing to school, rushing to after school clubs, lessons, that kind of thing, and work. And actually, now that we're all home together, it's a slower pace of life, and it's actually really enjoyable to have them at home and to kind of help and support them learn. So it's kind of it's a double-edged sword, really. Obviously, it's a really unfortunate situation that everybody's in, and you know, it's unprecedented times and it's worrying. But at the same time, I think it's given families a lot of time to reconnect.
Yes, that's good. Listen, could we get you up on FaceTime a little bit later on so you can speak to my children and work out some kind of routine for them? Because it sounds like you're a useful person to know at a time like this. And let me just ask one final quick-fire question. Who thinks that you're all spending an okay amount of time looking at a screen at the moment?
Me.
Yeah, I thought
That's
that
both of them.
might
Well,
be the answer.
they're quite happy with their screen time, but obviously over the past couple of weeks it's been Easter holidays, so we haven't really been having a huge amount, but it's kind of tomorrow it's back to kind of having a few limits on screen time. So
the pedal's going back down tomorrow, kids.
Exactly.
Get ready for it. Really nice to talk to you, Susie. Thank you very much. Take care, Elliot and Fleur. Lovely to talk to you, boys and girls. Yeah, lovely stuff, whatever that meant. Bye. See ya. And thank you to Anna as well. Thank you, Anna.
No worries. Thank you.
Take care. Anna Pemberton, who's head teacher at the Grove Primary School in Wiltshire. Your thoughts, 85058. How are you managing it all? Are you doing as well as the Benison family? Give us your school report. 85058 751.
available now on BBC Sound.
That Peter Crouch podcast. Boys, I love that we've just gone straight back at it. Why not? In these times, we need to bring the podcast back. Every week, we're going to release 2 podcasts. One on Wednesday, which will be a lot of football. Fridays is going to be, hopefully, a big guest. It's simple, Wednesdays and Fridays. Welcome back to That Peter Crouch podcast with me, Peter Crouch. Have you been practicing? I'm media trained, aren't I? Listen now on BBC Sounds. We are back stronger.
Right, let's talk about a unique musical event which has been happening overnight. The Rolling Stones, Sir Paul McCartney, Sir Elton John, all playing a song from their own homes or even their own gardens in Elton's case. One World, Together at Home, was curated by Lady Gaga in conjunction with the Global Citizen and the World Health Organization. Now, this wasn't a fundraiser, so it's not kind of quite like Live Aid, but it was a celebration of frontline workers tackling COVID-19 around the world. Let's have some highlights.
I'm obviously one of those. There was going on about they went to war, they demolished some old buildings to get the wood, make his parquet floor, feeding his melting and his pound thingy bought. And it's taking years to get all the right bit of plaster. Yeah. God, man. Total weeks.
Go to Wicks and get some cheap old bit of
yeah, if they start bending
different world, man.
Go to Wicks, man.
Yeah, different world, okay.
Well, the journey home was interesting, it was alright, but they had the windows down most of the way. The journey in, we talk about bikes all the time.